Hello YouTube, this is Steph tuning in from Highland Park, just getting out from Powerhouse. And I just want to do a little video log, daily wisdom, whatever series that I want to start. Just talking about things that have been on my mind and things that I'm learning day to day. So today's topic mainly is going to be balance. That's what I'm trying to get in my life. Balance is important because it lets you see both sides of things. Me, I'm seeing it a lot in just different shit that I'm coming across. Just in this day alone, it was just a whole bunch of balance shit. So I went to the comic store earlier and I had bought these like Street Fighter comics. And it was crazy. Like I got them, I was reading, and then they were talking, since Street Fighter is like Japanese, so all this kung fu, ancient East Asian shit and philosophy, talking about balance. You can only find true mastery when you balance both sides of yourself, or when you balance all sides of you. Me, there's not really ever a like dichotomy where you just got two sides of you. Especially with me, I'm seeing that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to balance like a lot of me. There's me that likes to hang out with people. There's me that likes to be alone and introverted. Then there's me that likes to rap. Then there's funny me, there's angry me. There's all types of shit that just goes into who I am, and all types of different like skills and talents that I have. So I'm just trying to balance all of that. And I think one of them is talking. I think I'm pretty good just talking about deep shit. Like I really like having conversations. So I'm gonna start having little conversations with myself with you guys around. And hopefully, I can help you learn something, or help you out with something while I'm helping myself out, because this is really just me learning. Other stuff about balance. If you look up Gary Vaynerchuk, if you don't know him, he's a real influential entrepreneur. He's Russian immigrant. He's fucking a worker, hard worker, also a motivational speaker. He's one of the reasons why I want to do this myself, because he's just a very inspirational guy with his example, and he works a ton. And I want to use his example to help me put in the work that I got to do what I want to do with life. So he talks about a lot of pulling from both sides, pulling from like both extremes of work your ass off, because you never know when it's going to be the last day. Be thankful that you're here in the first place, because it's not very fucking likely that we're going to be here in the first place, but we are, so we should take advantage of that. And pulling from both sides is just work, and then also having that patience to be able to take time for himself, and to be able to, just not kill himself working, basically. So pull from both extremes. And also he talks about pulling from extremes of having no patience, using almost every damn minute to work, and also having patience to stick it out, so that it's gonna take a long time to make where you gotta go. So it could take anywhere near 10 years. Let's say 10 years, usually number that pops in my head. 10 years, 20 years, it could take 50 years. Who knows? Might not make it till you're in your 60s. But you gotta have that patience, that as long as you put in that work every single day, at some point it's gonna pay off. And even if it doesn't, you tried. Because if you spent every day of those 60 years just not doing shit, you'll never know in the first place. And you'll feel like a loser afterwards. Whereas if you tried, shit, you put in the work, the stars just didn't line up. And and also something else I learned from the gym, letting go of my ego and not feeling like I've mastered things so quickly. Always practice the basics. And anything you want to do, any trade, any skill, any sort of profession, always practice those basics. Any sort of hobby you love, what got you to where you are is because you started out practicing those basics. So always practice it. Don't lose that ego. And don't lose the humility to be able to practice the basics, to constantly just brush up on them. Because the more you don't use it, the more you lose it, as they say. So yeah, practice the basics, balance all sides of yourself. Don't hide one side of you because someone else might not like you. Just be who you are in all forms. And that's another part of ego. if you are who you are at all times, other parts will outshine other parts. You're gonna feel a certain way, you're gonna feel sad, you're gonna feel happy, you're gonna feel anxious, nervous. So whatever you is you at that moment, be it. Just be it, regardless of what people think. The real ones will gravitate to you too. That's all I can think about. I will see you guys the next time something pops in my head, and it's been great. All right, love you guys. Steph out.